blah, 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 blah. I'm with her, or let's stand together, whatever. So always try to tie it back to your big, as we talked about it as sort of a mission statement from last Tuesday, when we were talking about the Why Am I Running speech. Develop and create an image. Remember, contemporary political campaigns are all about image, not necessarily policy. It's unfortunate, but what is the perception of your character, of your image, that you want people to see? Are you a regular down-home person? Are you who are you? What are you? What is your image? So you can do that particularly through your opening and closing statements. So one thing you might want to consider doing in your project is sort of having mock, sort of, what would be my possible opening statement, what could be my possible closing statement. And then again, all of this is not really necessarily about issues, just that you have stuff memorized already. And that's in the pre-debate strategies. Post-debate, the spin cycle. If you spin, you win. This is problematic, but this is the way it works. What you want, particularly with presidential debates, but any sort of thing that's covered hugely, you want to have a lot of surrogates that are ready to go right after the debate to say, my guy won, my guy won, my guy won. You want everybody to say you won, because it doesn't really matter who won. It matters who says who won and who believes folks who said who won. So, and even if you look like a complete and utter idiot, you want your surrogates to say, that was a brilliant performance. Use ads and show this is a little typo, show your opponent at his or her worst in the debates, and to emphasize your big idea. So, if you have commercials, if you have spots in your campaign, you can use because usually all the debates are televised. I mean, obviously, if you're running for mayor of something, it probably won't be televised unless you have like some sort of local, whatever, Channel 13 type thing, or 11. La 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 la. But you can use some of the things that folks said in debates in potential spots after the debate. And remember, spots are short, sort of political commercials. Can you load the audience? Sometimes, if it's locally, you want to get as many folks as possible on your side. So maybe they will cheer when you answer, and if the other person answers poorly, go boo, go home, bye-bye. Of course, you're not supposed to really do that in the presidential debate, though people did that anyway. And I don't know exactly what the procedure was for them getting so many people, but in any case. Okay, debate impact. That's debate impact. Folks like to watch it. It's entertainment. It's like Monday Night Football. Yeah. Or Thursday Night Football. I think the Cowboys played the Vikings tonight. Ooh, do I have a Vikings hat? I used to be a big Cowboys fan when I was a kid, because I grew up in Oklahoma. That was the closest team to me. And then, of course, my wife is from northern Minnesota, and grew up a Vikings fan, I guess, sort of. I really don't care. For the most part, so people like to watch. It's like get out the popcorn. It's yeah, ooh, you. So it's entertainment. And it reinforces things that we already think. Remember, and I've talked about this before, if you watch a previous, I think it was on a previous lecture, the stuff from Lenny Bruce is, we will see what we want to see. So if I'm a diehard Trump fan, I saw Trump winning. If I was a diehard Clinton fan, I saw Clinton winning. Even though a lot of the objective folks said Clinton won. And notice how I said fandom. These are our celebrities. Right? They should have a fragrance. Trump probably has a fragrance. The Trump. I don't know. I can't think of a name. The huge big league odor. Trump Musk, because you're hugely manly. Oh, why do celebrities have fragrances? I don't. It's stupid. I don't. you I'm Justin Bieber, so because I'm Justin Bieber, I'm going to come up with a fragrance that I can buy at CVS. But I did say our USC's new coach has a new fragrance. I'm pretty sure, and I saw it at CVS, and it's called Musk Champ. Smells like victory. Okay. So people will see what they want to see generally. It can possibly shift voter decisions, but really once we get to the debates, a lot of people have already made up their minds. But it can, but the thing is, a candidate, it depends on all the situation, but a candidate can really pulverize the other candidate with great logic and reasoning, but still sort of lose because it's all about image and emotion and blah, blah, blah. Who looks more polished sometimes. Even then. And maybe can increase voter knowledge of the issues, but usually there's not enough time. Usually, as a consumer of all this information, you have to go and find out more information on your own. Modify candidate image, yeah, that's a possibility. If you think somebody is not very bright or not or whatever, I mean, you can have a new image of your candidate or the other candidate. One of the things, so this is a typo here, but some people say that debates sort of build fake confidence in America because it gives us this sense that we have a real democracy, although the democracy is not terribly democratic per se. I mean, it's a republic. We don't truly have a democracy, or the popular vote thing would have won, right? But really, it's not a true sort of exchange that's a civil exchange of information anymore. So it's just go USA. Extra stuff, and again, I've already offered some of this stuff from Herb Simons. Never refuse a debate, he says. You'll look like a coward, but don't have too many, and control as much as possible where it is, what it looks like, and you want everything to your advantage, obviously. And if you're way ahead in the polls, depending, try to have fewer, but don't say anything stupid because it can screw you up. Treat them like press conferences. Have ready-made answers. So it's not give and take. You're not responding necessarily to what the other person said. Here's my canned answers. Though the give and take sometimes is more personal than policy stuff. You smell words. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. Okay. Hold on to your strengths. Cover your weaknesses. If you don't have an in-depth answer or an answer, create your own question in your head and answer that and tie it to your big theme. Treat questioners very warmly unless you're Donald Trump or somebody else, and in a contemporary society it's almost as if we want folks to treat the moderators poorly. I don't like you. You smell. You should have my Trump Musk. Musk have Trump to tower over others. Smelly wise. Memorize final statements. Try to have some zingers. Canned zingers to make the other person look silly. Make yourself look clever. Zinger. I haven't had a zinger in a long time. It's like little nasty things. Okay, that's it. So basically, and I know that you all have watched these debates, but what I'm asking you to do in this debate project, or this campaign project, is consider, okay, so let's assume that you have to debate your opponent or debate somebody. What would be your strategies? What would you do? And probably part of that is coming up with an opening and closing statement, maybe assume some questions and come up with some good answers. So, and a lot of that stuff you can draw from your speech and other stuff. I mean, there's going to be some redundancy in here because we want to be sort of constant in our messaging. But in any case, that's all I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll probably have something a little bit, well, next time we see one another, I'm going to talk about prudence, but also answer any questions that you might have, since this project is due not this coming week, but the following week. But in any case, take care. Enjoy your day. Here's one of our Christmas trees, if you can see it. Ooh, isn't that delightful?